Okay, so today I'm going to introduce you to an interactive Wheel of Life tool. What is the Wheel of Life? The Wheel of Life is a very common coaching tool that we use to identify where our clients are in their lives. And I wrote a book, Becoming Limitless, and it's basically a merging of the Wheel of Life tool with the power of AI. And I add a few different little things, little elements as well. And in the book, it begins right here on the first chapter. The areas of life are career and business, finances and wealth, contribution and purpose, environment, fun and recreation, personal growth, relationships and love, and health and fitness. So these are the areas of life. And what people do is they go in and they rate it from 1 to 10. 1 being they're struggling or there's a challenge in that area of life, and 10 being they're thriving, if they're really killing it in that particular area of life. And that's what I use when I start coaching clients. It's our starting point. It's our benchmark to see where we are in that. So what I decided to create for them, something that was easier and more interactive and for the client itself. So what I did was I created an interactive tool using AI and to show them where they were at, and then to give them an assessment of where they were at, as well as easy prompts that they could just copy and paste into their favorite LLM. It was a beginning, it was an introduction to what I do. And Becoming Limitless is basically using that coaching tool and using AI to guide you through those different areas of life in order to help you improve and optimize that area of life. So the whole program and the whole course book is based on that premise, is to help you optimize. First of all, get clarity on where you're at in those areas. And number 2 is to try and help you to optimize each area of life, one area at a time. So this tool basically helps you do that. The first thing it does is it gives you that clarity. It tells you where you're at. And I also have my students and my clients use it over and over and over while they're going through the journey, because they can actually see it change and transform. They can visualize that transformation. So I'm going to show it to you, and I wasn't going to share this with everyone, but I thought it's helping so many people. And I thought if I'm getting the results I'm getting with my clients, then I think it should be out there for everyone to kind of use, for you to at least experience what it is to become limitless and to start your journey. So I created this tool. I'm going to take you through it. You're going to go to that link and you're going to begin your assessment. So you're just going to click, and then this is the first area, health and fitness. So how satisfied are you with your physical health, energy levels, and fitness habits? If you're training every day and this is a real big part of your life, then of course you're thriving. So you're going to put 8 or 9 or 10. If you're, trying to lose weight, you're struggling with the discipline of it, you're struggling with trying to find nutritional habits, fitness habits, then you're probably dissatisfied with this area of life. So it's going to be around here. So I'm just going to put 4 for now. Relationships and love. So how fulfilled are you in your romantic relationship or your readiness for one? I'm just going to say 3. And don't take this as what my life is. I'm just trying to get through the assessment to show you what you'll get afterwards. And this is the family and friends. So how strong and fulfilling are your connections, right? Now your career and business. How satisfied are you with your professional path, your business, your growth, your daily work fulfillment? So your career, your business, how are things going? So let's put a 5. Your finances. How confident and secure do you feel about your financial situation right now? Is it going really, really well? Or are you dissatisfied with how it's going? And that's going to be an area you're going to have to work on. Your personal growth and learning. How's that going? How actively are you investing in your own development, education, and self-improvement? So I'm going to put 7. And fun and recreation. How much joy, play, adventure, and genuine fun are you experiencing in life? Purpose and legacy building. How clear are you on your life's purpose, and how actively are you building something meaningful? So I would say that after 45, 50, you start kind of thinking about the purpose, the legacy building. Usually before that, you're just off living life. And after 40, you kind of start thinking about, why am I here? What am I doing? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? What is the mark that I'm leaving? What is the legacy that I'm leaving behind for people to prove that I was here? So that kind of starts, getting into your head. So what is that? Where are you at? Then you're going to click on see my results. And then it's going to go, this is what you're going to see. So here, imagine this as a wheel, right? And this is the center of it. So right away, when you're looking at it, you already see the areas where you're thriving and you're doing well. And you also see the areas where you might be having challenges or struggling, and you might start. These might be your starting points, right? So it'll give you a score, your overall life score. And it's saying here, you built a solid life, but you can feel the gaps. A few areas are pulling you down. Your overall satisfaction, you're closer to a breakthrough than you think. Targeted attention on your lowest score will unlock disproportionate improvement everywhere, right? So these, of course, are covered. These are the assessment. And so you'll go here, and to unlock it, you basically just have to put your name and your email and click on unlock my report. It will unlock your report. It'll give you an assessment of each area of life. And then it'll give you an actual prompt that you can copy and go into an LLM and start working on that, right? So these are all prompts that you can start using right away. So for example, there's a 3 out of 10 here. So definitely a place that needs improvement, right? So that's where I would start. And again, this tool is based on, and you can also print the report, right? So this is definitely a beginning to your journey of becoming limitless. Now, you can also, of course, after this, you can also buy the book. And the book has, these are small prompts that are in here in the assessment tool. They're meant to be quick wins. They're meant for you to go in and start really diving in. But the prompts in the book are much more detailed, much more in-depth, I would say, to having some real growth and some real, they're like 2-3 pages long. And the book also has, you also have some action items as well, and some NLP exercises, which is going to help you get rid of limiting beliefs, sabotages, and it'll help you get the mindset you need to actually start your journey on becoming limitless. So I invite you to go and click on the link and take the Wheel of Life assessment and see where you're at in your life and where you could potentially start improving and start becoming limitless. And there's also a course, if you're interested in deepening even more, where there's even more prompts, more NLP exercises, affirmations, all kinds of different tools that you can use on your journey to becoming limitless. So click the link below, take the assessment, and discover where you're at your starting point, what's your benchmark, and then grab the book, take the course, deepen your understanding, and start your journey to becoming limitless. In a couple of weeks, you will take this assessment again, and you will see improvement, and you will be blown away by where you're at and the possibilities in front of you.